COVID-19 death toll rises to 1,083 active cases fall also. And then there has also been the 8th year of reckless spending will be broken. This one is coming from Ofusu Ampufu. And Agenda 111, President Moderator must apologize for which comment. This one is also coming from NDC's Okai Atokora. And then activists says Guineans don't believe in ECOWAS. And then activists, that is what he said, that will do business where manager advises young people that they need a backup for Senate fund. And the Gambia delegation on a 5-day ICT study tour in Ghana. Surge in food prices drives inflation to 20-week high. Udu forum where Guinea leaders should get out. This one is coming from Uganda President Museveni. And then Morocco ruling party suffers heavy election defeat. Nigerian military order troops to kill all bandits, protect civilians. Udu sports. And then some entertainment stories. All this will sum up the 30 minutes news bulletin. Now the stories in details. As of September 3, 2021, Ghana's COVID-19 death toll was 1,083. The latest figures from the Ghana Health Service have indicated. Now, some 420 new cases were also recorded within that period. Now, the active case load has, however, fallen to 6,539. Out of that number, 44 are critical and 126 severe. Now, since mid-March 2020, a total of 122,157 cases have been recorded in Ghana. Of that number, 114,535 have recovered. Regional breakdown, we have Greater Accra on top with 65,613 cases. Western region, let's say Ashanti region, 20,274 or 71. The Western region, 6,923. Eastern region, 6,144. Volta region, 4,721. Central region also has 4,373. Bono East region, 2,425. Bono region, 2,060. Northern region, 100. That is 1,704. Upper East region, 1,390. For region, 1,033. Western North region, 967. Oti region, 773. Upper West region, 607. Northeast region, 556. Savannah region, 205. COVID-19 death toll rises to 1,083, and then active cases also fall on that one. So we've seen all of it, and that is Savannah is having the least cases so far with 205 cases. A screenshot shows a teleconference during the extraordinary summit of the Economic Community of West African States, Authority of Head States and Government on the socio-political situation in Guinea, September 8, 2021. Now, ECOWAS handouts reaches this image has been supplied by a third party. Now, the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States has suspended Guinea from all of its governing bodies with immediate effect. Now, it has therefore dispatched a high-level mission to Guinea to assess the situation in that country. Now, those were contained in a final communique issued at the end of a virtual emergency meeting held on Wednesday. Now, the meeting, which was joined by 10 state heads of state, 1 vice president and 2 foreign ministers, was convened to review the political situation in Guinea and the political transition in Mali. The authority expressed deep concern over the political developments in Guinea and its consequences for regional peace and stability. Now, it reaffirmed its unreserved position to any political change by unconstitutional means and condemned in the strongest terms the 5th September coup in Guinea. Now, the authority demands respect for the physical safety of the President, Alpha Conde, and his immediate and unconditional release, as well as that of all arrested persons. Now, ECOWAS holds the coup plotters under the aegis of the National Committee for Reconciliation and Development, individually and then collectively responsible for the physical safety of President Alpha Condé and arrested persons. Now, the authorities also call for the immediate return to constitutional order and demands that the defense and security forces maintain a constitutional posture. Now, the heads of state and government expressed their solidarity with the people of Guinea and affirmed their determination to take every necessary action for the restoration of constitutional order in Guinea in conformity with the political transition in Mali. ECOWAS considered a report by the mediator as a good luck. Now, ECOWAS chair, President of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has been addressing the conference, in fact, inviting them or opening. He gave an opening address. Let's just take a listen to him.
The President of the African Union Commission, the President of the ECOWAS Commission, I believe the United Nations Secretary General Special Representative for West Africa is present, fellow members of the ECOWAS community, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank all of you, especially the heads of state, for acting so promptly and without hesitation to be present at this meeting. I believe that the manner in which, in times of crisis, the leadership of ECOWAS responds is the surest testimony of the strength and the commitment that all of us have to the goals of our regional organization. I don't believe that we need to have a long ceremonial opening. All of us know the main matter which has brought us here, which is the unfortunate and regrettable incident that has taken place in Guinea. FM. And it is to discuss that and to discuss our response to this clear violation of our common charter of governance, of good governance in the ECOWAS region, and what decisions we want to take in response. So with that, I'd like to welcome all your excellencies and others to this virtual meeting, and want to declare the opening of this meeting duly effective.
That was President Akufo-Addo's opening remarks at the conference meeting or a virtual meeting. The national chairman of the opposition National Democratic Congress, Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, has said that the party will break the 8 years of unprecedented economic hardships Guineans have been subjected to, and that the NPP government addressing a gathering of party faithful in Techiman as part of former President John Dramani Mahama's thank you tour of the Puno East region. Mr. Ofosu-Ampofo stated the Ghanaians have been living in slavery for the last 8 years, and the NDC is prepared to come back in 2024. Mr. Ofosu-Ampofo further noted that the NDC would break the 8 years agenda of reckless spending. Now, he again bemoaned the number of abandoned projects initiated by the NDC administration across the country, and added that the NPP government will be sent away to pave way for the completion of those projects. Again, Mr. Ofosu-Ampofo accused Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia of deceiving Ghanaians by promising to arrest the dollar, which was then 3.8 per CD. Today, $1 is more than 6 Ghana cedis. What it means is that the situation is getting out of hands. Then farmers are also crying because they do not have access to fertilizers, and cocoa farmers are crying because they do not have buyers due to the lack of money in the system. He assured that the next NDC government will restore the lost hope and bring relief to the Ghanaian populace. He charged the people to work harder ahead of the next elections and vote out the NPP government. The Ejura Seche Dumasi Constituency Secretary of the opposition National Democratic Congress has urged the moderator of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Right Reverend Professor Joseph Yeboah Mante, to apologize to Ghanaians over the derogatory speech he made during the commission of a Presbyterian hospital at Asene Praso. Now, it will be recalled that the Right Reverend Professor Joseph Yeboah Mante, during the commissioning of the Presbyterian hospital at Asene Praso, urge pastors who want to exercise witchcraft to tackle persons who are against the Agenda 111 project because their attitudes marked of witchcraft. Now, reacting to the man of God statement in an interview with the media, Okan Atakura Gibson labeled the former statement as derogatory and urged him to apologize to Ghanaians. Now, according to him, the moderator, as a man of God who heads the Presbyterian Church in Ghana, shouldn't have made such an unfortunate statement during his sermon. Guinean activist Mohamed Jala Jallow has said that the citizens of Guinea do not believe in the sub-regional body of ECOWAS. Now, according to him, this is because the 50-member regional political and economic union watched on while President Alpha Condé ruled the country in ways that defied the constitution and their democracy. Speaking to the media, Mr. Jallow said the population does not have any belief towards ECOWAS because of what so far has been going on at the ground for over a year now since Alpha Condé got power during this third Monday here. Now, people don't believe in the ECOWAS and the way they are doing their things. Now, his comment comes after ECOWAS scheduled a virtual meeting on Wednesday, September 8, to discuss the happenings in Guinea. Although the meeting chaired by President Kufuor ended earlier in the day, ECOWAS did not immediately release a statement on the decision they took to restore Guinea to constitutional rule. Meanwhile, there are rumors ECOWAS is likely to place some sanctions on Guinea, including the closure of neighboring borders and demand on immediate return to civilian rule. Let's take a listen to him.
Actually, ECOWAS is not more liable to Guineans. The population is not really, does not have any belief towards the ECOWAS because so far what has been going on ground over like during the over a year now since Alpha Condé got to power during his third mandate here. Let's say people don't have they don't believe in the ECOWAS and the way they are doing their things.
So that is it. The people of ECOWAS or the people of Guinea do not believe in ECOWAS and the way they do their things. So that is what the people of Guinea are saying. You're still listening to News Hour here on Western Radio 100.3 FM. Now to business. Young people have been advised to seek out additional investments to complement their Social Security and National Insurance Trust payment in order to secure their future during retirement. Now, this comes at a time when the SSNIT scheme is coming under a lot of scrutiny from several Ghanaians on social media who have criticized the scheme for not paying not enough money to retirees. Now, speaking during a webinar this Wednesday, the executive business manager at Cow Asset Management Company Limited, Anita Nadia Atta, cautioned Guineans on the dangers of solely relying on SSNIT contribution for their pension. SSNIT is there to provide a monthly pension compensation. It should not be the only investment for your pension, she said. A 7-member delegation from the Gambia on a 5-day ICT study tour in Ghana on Tuesday, September 7, 2021, called on Communications Officer Ursula Owusu Ekufo. Now, the delegation led by the Gambian Minister of Information and Communication Infrastructure, Mr. Ebrima Sela, included the Director General of the Gambian Public Utility and Regulatory Authority, Mr. Yusufa Jube, and the Deputy Managing Director for Gambia Telecom, Mr. Lamin A. Tunkara. Now, they are in the country to study Ghana's various ICT and digital initiative projects, programs, and policies with a view to adapting some for their own purposes. Now, they identify cybersecurity, ICT policy and legal framework, digital economy and identity, expert in negotiations, infrastructure sharing, and utilization of local content are some of the areas they would like to learn more about Ghana's experiences. Now, in her remarks, Ms. Owusu Ekufo urged the team to utilize the World Bank support to develop and implement basic fundamental policies to support their ICT drive. Now, she also emphasized that without political will, their efforts will be that is thwarted. Now, she also encouraged the team to adopt the interoperable system, which is scalable and will enable the Gambian government minimize duplication, waste, and dissipation of resources. Now, the lawmaker further noted that Ghana has a common platform for regulatory, fiscal, and then financial oversight of the telecom industry. Surging food prices in the northern regions of the country continue to drive overall inflation upward, making it record the highest rate in 20 weeks. Data released by the Ghana Statistical Service have shown this. Now, the report shows that inflation for August 2021 has hit 9.7%, the highest recorded in 5 months. Now, this takes inflation closer to the upper target band, that is 10% of the central bank. Now, the figures further show food prices in the northern part of the country continue to be the main drivers of national inflation. Now, food prices in the northern region, according to the Ghana Statistical Service data, increased by 21.6%. That of Upper West increased by 18.3%, and then Upper East increased by 15.9%. In to sports, the Ghana FA will decide on the future of Black Stars coach Charles Akuno on Friday at 8 emergency meeting. Now, a meeting has been scheduled to review the performance of the Black Stars in their last 2 games in the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers and the way forward for the team. Now, Ghana picked 3 points out of a possible 6 after beating Ethiopia at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium in the World Cup qualifiers. Now, the team lost to Bafana Bafana of South Africa in the second game in Johannesburg on Monday by a lone goal. Now, Ghana coach Seki Akuno has come under serious backlash from the fans following the abysmal performance of the team in the 2 games. Now, the Stars exhibited a lackluster performance against South Africa, failing to record a shot on target throughout the games. Now, this has led to calls for the coach Akuno to be sacked, which will be determined by the Ghana FA Executive Council at a meeting on Friday. German 2014 World Cup winner Jerome Boateng appeared in court in Munich Thursday to answer allegations he assaulted the mother of his twin daughters in 2018. Wearing a dark suit and white shirt, the 33-year-old walked into Munich Regional Court just before 10 local time. Now, after 10 successful years at Bayern Munich, the centre-back signed a 2-year deal to join the French League One side, Lyon, last week on a free transfer, but is back in Munich to face allegations in court. Now, Boateng denies claims he injured his ex-girlfriend, named as Shireen S., during a heated argument while the pair were on a holiday with their daughters 3 years ago. The verdict is expected to be retained later today, and if found guilty, Boateng could be fined or jailed for up to 5 years. Now, the original date for the hearing was postponed last December because the witness was unable to appear due to the COVID-19 virus. Now, Boateng has millions of followers on social media platforms. He and then Shireen S. are locked in a separate ongoing legal battle over custody of their twins. Boateng has so far faced a turbulent year after making 363 appearances for Bayern, winning 9, but that is a Bundesliga, and then 2 Champions League titles. Boateng's contract was not extended when it expired in June before he was snapped up by Lyon. Asante Kotoko CEO Nana Yao Amponsa says the doors of the club remains open for legend Kwesi Appiah if he makes a decision to return. Now the Pocket Warriors have been reported to be in talks with the ex-Ghana defender for possible role as coach of the club next season. Now the Guinean Giants are yet to make a decision on the future of Portuguese coach Mariano Barreto after his unsavory comments about the club before he left for his native. Now, management and the board are discussing whether the coach should stay or not. And that is what they are. Although Nana Amponsa could not confirm or deny the report, he indicated that Kwesi Appiah will be welcomed back. Now, the Portuguese Warriors are yet to start pre-season, but the new campaign starts on October 29, 2021. And now in entertainment at exactly 3 p.m. on September 8, 2021, controversial Ghanaian comedian Efya Schwarzenegger took to social media and posted a video of herself making a mockery of Aisha Modi's threat to make her mad. Now dressed like a fetish priestess, Efya was captured in a red cloth, that is calico cloth, sitting on the floor and surrounded with bottles of liquor. Now, a huge painting on Aisha Modi was spotted somewhere around the scene while Efya Schwarzenegger acted as though she was chanting. Now, this comes after Aisha Modi was heard during a phone conversation stating her intentions to resort to spiritual means of fighting Efya. Now, during the conversation, Aisha was heard outlining her plan to cast a spell of madness on Efya at 3 p.m. on September 8, 2021. But in a bid to call Aisha's bluff, Efya Schwarzenegger made an appearance at exactly 3 p.m. on the same day to prove that her plans failed. Now, she played a recording of Aisha's threat as a background sound and made mockery of her scores of social media users have since reacted to the post with hilarious comments. Efya Schwarzenegger's friends Diamond Appiah and Tracy Boachi have also commented on the post. Let's just take a listen.
When you made it 11:51, would you open your here? You don't speak for 3 hours. Sadly, actually, if you try to be people, don't put it down. Would you bring your million? You will be the last week, many times double.
So that was Aisha Modi. Away from that, after massively publicizing the Gift of God album, which subsequently heightened anticipation, Shatta Wale is yet to release a piece of development that has left some fans puzzled as they wonder what could be causing the delay. Now, offering an explanation, the musician said the kinds of artists he needs on the album, coupled with the fact that he is not on any label, have been the challenges. And Shatta Wale further remarked that although there are record labels in the country, the economic situation and how the Ghanaian music industry is structured make investment problematic. Now, Shatta Wale has 2 albums to his credit. He made a statement with After the Storm and Ring albums in 2016 and 2018, respectively. Then rising Nigerian musician Daniel Benson, a.k.a. Buju, has spoken about his exit from Burna Boy's independent record label, Spaceship Collective. Now, he explained that leaving the label was not because there was any bad blood between them, but simply because his contract had ended. Now, Buju was signed to Spaceship Collective for a year, under which he released a couple of singles and features with Burna Boy himself, Zlatan, and other artists. Buju has recently gained a lot of recognition with his feature on Lady Poe's Jam Feelings, and he also featured on Wizkid's recent Made in Lagos album, a song titled Mood. Now on foreign, President Yoweri Museveni has condemned the coup d'etat that happened in Guinea on Sunday, describing it as a step backwards. He said the coup leader should face sanctions and get out. Now, the 83-year-old Alpha Conde was disposed following intense gunfire in parts of Guinea's capital Conakry on Sunday. Turmoil engulfed the impoverished West African nation of Guinea again as army pushes captured the president, a former opposition leader himself, who was at one point imprisoned and sentenced to death. Conde became Guinea's first democratically elected leader in 2010 and won re-election in 2015. Morocco's long-ruling Islamists have suffered a crushing defeat in parliamentary elections to Liberal Party seen as close to the palace, according to provisional results announced early Thursday. Now, the Justice and Development Party, which headed the ruling coalition for a decade, saw its support collapse from 125 seats in the outgoing assembly to just 12, Interior Minister Abdulatif Latif said during a press briefing following Wednesday's polls. Service chiefs have ordered the elimination of all identified bandits terrorizing Nigeria. Now, they also remind their troops to always observe the rules of engagement in the battle with bandits in Zamfara and other states. Now, the armed forces directed commanders in charge of the ongoing anti-banditry operation in the northwest to personally supervise the offensive. With the heavy pounding of the criminals by officers and men attached to the theater of operation, the military said no extrajudicial killing will be taken lightly. That's all with the news recap of the stories. COVID-19 death toll rises to 1,083, and then active cases also for them. Also, the 8 years of reckless spending will be broken. This one is also coming from Ofuso Ampofo. And then, President Moderator must apologize over wage comment NDC's Okai Atakura. Activists say Guineans don't believe in ECOWAS. We did business where fund manager advises young people that they need a backup for SNIT. And then a Gambian delegation on a 5-day ICT study in Ghana. And then surge in food prices drive inflation to 20-week high. We did for it where Guinea coup leaders should get out. This is also coming from Uganda, President Museveni. And the Morocco ruling party suffers heavy election defeat. And the Nigerian military ordered troops to kill all bandits and then protect civilians. That's all. We did sports and then some entertainment stories. My name is Abigail Akofa Adesa. Do stay tuned and enjoy the rest of our programs. Producer is Daniel Enesuje. Thanks so much for being with me.
It's the news on your favorite station. West End 100.3 FM. The news on the hour.